and record to the cloud. Hello and good morning. Welcome to another class. Okay. Feet, knees, hips, shoulders, and then just gently pressing the head up. Mind just above the head. Okay, we'll begin our morning Qigong session. Rolling the wrists. Camera's a little bit higher today. Try and reverse as well. It's not so easy to reverse when you're used to doing it one way. Okay, and then like an 80s break dancer, feel the wave going from one side to the other. Loose and relaxed. Smooth. Okay, good. And then stretching up. And gently coming down. So the main things we want to learn today are we're going to get good at this warm up and stretching and opening the joints. We want to learn the water Qigong, the awakening vitality, and getting to know the song gongs as well. With our Tai Chi practice, everything is normally hidden within the Qigong. Yeah, all of the techniques, Peng, Lu, Ji, and An, and the stretching, all hidden inside the movement. And Qigong, we just want to go slow. And no hurry, no rush. And one more. We want to adopt this feeling of softness and the stretching from the inside to outside, keeping the mind outside. Melting down into the ground, into the floor. As we melt into the floor, we can feel the connection to the feet, and then the knees, and then the shoulders, and then just above the head. It elicits a very special feeling when we get these things right. And the body reacts. Okay, slowly and gently down. So holding the ball posture. So we want to be able to open and expand the ball. Okay, so press on the feet, open, and then very lightly sink down. And 2, beginning the water Qigong. 3, 4, 5, 6, expanding the energy field, compressing the energy field. 7, 8, and 9. And we can do usually 9, 18, 24, 36, 72, or 108. Okay, and we come inwards. The elbows dropping to the sides. And then we push. Long jin. The skills in Tai Chi is to develop this long jin, and we develop it through practicing the Qigong first. Connecting gently and slowly, pressing the feet to push, sinking, relaxing. And the sink is not too much, just a little bit. Imagine that your feet are underneath the ground and you press on your feet. So when your body comes up and the hands go out. Sideways view. So here, come in. Okay, now press, push. Pushing in Tai Chi is called arm. So this little set just helps you to feel that pushing. Using the mind intention, the intention goes out a long way. If you were to push somebody in front of you, or imagine pushing somebody in front of you, your mind intention must go behind them, like a long way behind them. And this is how the energy works in Tai Chi. It's all mind energy and intention. One more. And push. Yeah, notice I don't go all the way down. It's just a little way down. Just a little way. Press. There's barely any movement. Okay, the side view for this next one. This one we sink a fairly long way. Be careful with this one though. And up and down. That's it. Okay. Drop into the feet. Once you drop into the feet, press on the feet. Bring the hands around. And 3. Again, we'll just go slow. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. And 9. Okay, and back to holding ball. That's it. Okay, so you want to, the next one works with the spine quite a bit. So we're going to go outwards first. Gently, slowly, hands come into the rib cage. Here, the spine goes back as the hands come forwards. And now the spine comes forwards and the body comes forwards as you move around in that circle. And 2. And 3. And 4. 5. 6. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Change. Out. Come in. Out. In. 3. Body goes back. Hands come forwards. Hands come in. Body comes forwards. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Good, and just holding. Now you can experiment with these as well. You know, you can do more than 9. Just do one exercise for, say, about 72 repetitions, or maybe 36, and just kind of feel what happens to your body. And then afterwards, we always stand for a little bit. Next one is we step back with the back foot. 1 and 2. Okay, here, the hands come up. Keep the elbows drop down. This one dropping slightly lower. So this one taken from zhineng, where it goes onto the back leg. Feet, knees, hips, shoulder, antenna. So this is the first of our standing postures. 1 and 2. And again, we just want to melt. Feel the connections. Mind just past the antenna at the top of the head. If you want, you can try and sink a little bit lower, but your weight is 70% in your back leg. You just want to realign your body, and these postures are ideal. And these postures throughout the Qigong, we use in Tai Chi quite a bit as well. Static standing builds the strength in the legs. It allows you to let go of your tension. The longer you hold, the more you can let go of. Two minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Again, if you're watching this later on, you can simply pause when I do a posture and just hold it for as long as you like, or pause an exercise and doing it for as long as you like. Okay, good. Change. Step 1 and 2. Lifting the hands. This hand, front hand, on the center line of your body, or just to one side of it, and the other hand is resting as well. Weight through the back leg. So here my body is upright here, so I'm not leaning. So I turn to the side. See my weight on the back leg. Keep the front leg bent. My body's not directly turned to the front either, slightly on the diagonal. Holding, feeling. sinking. Feel your connections. Feel the back is straight. Okay, good. Again, 2, 3, 5 minutes. And back round to just standing. Okay, and then we're just going to open our hands. We're going to open the heart. As the heart opens, the energy of the heart expands forwards. Inhale, and then as you exhale, embracing the energy of the universe back into the heart energy. 2, open heart, open chest. Exhale. 3, connecting to the energy of the heart, expanding that energy. Exhale. 4, exhale. 5, exhale. 6, exhale. 7, exhale. 8, exhale. And 9, exhale. Just resting the hands over the heart for a few moments. Feeling your connections, feet, knees, hips, shoulder, mind connecting just above your head. So important to have this connection above the head. Good, and then release. Massage your hands. If you've done any type of standing, it's best to just massage your kidneys and to circle the hips, making sure the kidneys are nice and warm first. Okay, and then pause. Okay, and a big circle. And 2, 3, and circle, 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 and circle. So about 6. And then changing the direction. So we want to move the hips and the pelvis. We want to keep the head as still as we can. So it's just the middle part of the body moving. We need to get used to this when we do our awakening vitality movement as well. Just the middle part moving helps to open up all the lumbar region inside your body. A few more. Also with the circling of the hips, you can breathe in for a whole circle and then breathe out as you get to the apex point of that circle. So you're doing, so here, inhale for a whole circle and then exhale for a whole circle. Yeah, that's quite important as well, that the breathing is involved with the movement. Okay. We're just going to do a few more stretching movements. So today we're going to hold the shoulder right at the top where the neck and the shoulder meet, pressing into that point. Okay, good. Feet, knee, hip, shoulder, antenna goes up. And then you want to bend the antenna. So mine just saying just above your head. Breathe into it. Come out of it. Circle the arm. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And change. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then set the hands. Yeah, set the hands, set the shoulder. 1 and 2. That's it. Foot, knee, hip, shoulder. Antenna goes up. Okay, and then exactly the same thing. So this is soft, very soft. Line just above the head to stretch out. Try and keep your mind outside of the body. This way the stretch will get a lot deeper, quicker. Okay, and then come back up. Good, and change sides. Foot, knee, hip, shoulder. Antenna goes up. Okay, rest the elbow as much as you can. Rest the shoulder as much as you can. Okay, and then we go. You bend your antenna. Pay no attention to your body whatsoever. The stretch will get deeper. You'll bypass where the body gets stuck. Okay, good. And then coming up. And like we did with the last one, make a very light fist. Circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it, good. Okay, open the hand. Open the fascia. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, hand, fingers. Gentle. Over we go. Stretching. Keep the mind out of the body. Okay, and up. Okay, just shake the hands a little bit. Circle the hands. Change. 1. Elbows. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and change. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bring the hands out front. Good. Okay, now twist the hands as much as you can. And then roll the hands, twist them back the other way. Feel from the shoulder to the elbow to the wrist to the hands to the fingers as you twist. And slightly beyond. And then change. Twisting as far as you can go, without the elbows coming inwards. Change, rotate the other way, like wringing in a towel. Change, rotate. Change, rotate. Change, rotate. Change, rotate. Good. And then bringing the hands down and round. Back into this nice holding, relaxing position. Here we do the awakening vitality. So the first part of this awakening vitality is connection. Okay, we've still not added the chant in yet, or the mantra in yet. We'll do that another time. Connecting the feet, knees to the antenna. So mine just above the head. As you relax all your muscles, or melt your muscles, connecting to the earth first. Once you get to the antenna, you're connecting to the sky and to the heavens. Next, we connect forwards to the horizon, and then backwards to the horizon. To the left side, and to the right side. Okay, and then raise the hands up, keeping the elbows down and relaxed. Focusing on the lower part of the spine. Turning 1. And when you reach resistance, turn a little way back. And 2. And back. 3. And back. 4. And back. 5. And back. 6. And back. All focusing on lower half of the spine. Change, go the other way. So here, as soon as I hit resistance, I then move back, but not all the way to the front. 2. And back. 3. Focusing on the lower lumbar region. So if you want to close your eyes, that's okay. 4. 5. And 6. This time all the way to the front. Okay, next, middle of your back, turning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And to the front. That's it, and then change. So as soon as you hit resistance, because you're turning from your hips, come back. 2, and back. 3, and back. 4, and back. 5, and back. 6, and back. All the way to the front. Try and bring your mind outside your body and not focusing on the arms at all. Okay, last 6 on the left and the right. 1, so upper back. 2, big bone that sticks out the back is called Dardre, so this is where our intention is. 4, 5, 6, and forwards. Last side. Focus on the big bone sticking out at the base of your neck. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and back. Bring the hands inwards without touching, down to the bottom of your rib cage, turn the hands palm up. Okay, so from here, come out to the side, so the elbows go slightly behind you. Okay, now bring the fingers pointing to your armpit and then rotate the hands around to hold on to your waist. That's it. And then here we want to keep the antenna up, but we want to drop the tail. Yeah, drop your tailbone just a little bit, dropping the tail. You sit down in a chair. Okay, now we want to move from the sacrum. From the sacrum, we push straight out to one side. We push around to the front. We push to the opposite side. And then we go all the way to the back. That's it. Okay, and we go again. Hip, pelvis, hip, pelvis, hip, pelvis, hip, pelvis. That's it, and then we go the other way. Hip, pelvis, hip, pelvis, like a very slow hula hoop. Hip, pelvis, hip, pelvis. And one more. Hip, pelvis, hip, pelvis. Okay, good. Feel the knee, hip, shoulder, antenna remain up. Okay, now we want to spiral that energy from the top of the head, clockwise, from C1 down to the center of your back. C1 to C7, through the thoracic area, to the lumbar region, all the way down to the tailbone. And then we're just circling because of the internal movement. You feel your tailbone spiraling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still sitting. Just tell your mind to slow down or to stop. Bringing the intention back up your body. Back to just above your head. So you're doing clockwise, now do anti-clockwise from C1 down to C7. Starting to come through the thoracic area, center of the back, past the shoulder blades, down to the lumbar region, L5 to L1, to the sacrum, to the tailbone. Spiral, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're going to do a few more times. And this one should be done 3 times. Previously, we've just done 1, so this time we're going to do 3 on each side. Okay, so from the crown of the head, bringing your intention to the top of the spine, imagine water flowing down clockwise. Spiral the energy down, just let it drop through the spine. Tailbone lengthening. Energy just travels straight down to your tailbone. Your hips, tailbone, do a small circle between your heels. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, pause. Tell the body to stop, and just stop abruptly. Feet to just above the head. Anti-clockwise from the top of the spine. Going downwards. Energy travels faster, the clearer the pathway in your vertebra in the spine gets. And down to the tailbone quite quickly. Circling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, mind intention, stopping, pressing on the feet a little bit, feeling that connection to the top of the head, just above. Okay, now we're going to go back to clockwise. Okay, we go clockwise, downwards, spiral. Spiral, the movement could get quite vigorous with the chi flow going down. As you reach your tailbone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, pausing, stopping, pressing, feeling the antenna. And then one more anti-clock. Okay, go. Sinking, dropping. Energy all the way down your spine. Get used to that feeling. Tailbone lengthening. All the way down to the tailbone. Small circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. Okay, and just lightly press on the feet, feeling that connection to the tailbone. You notice when I press on my feet that I don't rise up too much. I feel the connections inside my body. I try and keep them as relaxed as possible so that the foot connects to the shoulder, and then that counter-gravity force can travel up and down my body very easily, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. Next is the sinking and dropping of the pelvis. So 1, we sit down slightly, we keep the connection up, and then we push the tailbone forwards, the pelvis forwards, lifting up, tuck your chin very slightly when you lift up, so it stretches the spine and opens all the vertebrae. 1 and 2 and 3, and then release back down. Probably the hardest movement that we do. Push all the way back in a straight line. Okay, now lift up, tuck your chin. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop down. Neutral. Again, we're going to do this one 3 times. Push the pelvis forwards. As you lift, just tuck your chin very, very slightly. Anterior tilt. And then down. dropping, going straight back, lift up, touching, and drop. And last one, I'll just turn to the side, see if you can actually see this movement or not. So push forwards, lift up, holding, and release back to neutral. Now push back, and push back, lift up. Very hard to see, but you can feel it. And then roll back down again to neutral position. And once you find our neutral position, then we can press on the feet. Bring the heels, toes, toes. Keep your hands where they are. Okay, next one, feet, knees, hips, shoulder, antenna, and stretching up for the neck. Forwards and downwards. Here you want to feel like you're sinking through the legs into the feet. Tuck the chin, press on the feet. Come up through the legs, shoulder, up through the antenna. You'll go straight up. And number 2, lift. Relax as you come forwards and downwards. Sinking slightly. Press on the feet, knees, hips, shoulder. Relaxing as much as possible. Feel the counter-gravity force go up. Number 3, forwards and downwards. Tucking the chin, pressing on the feet. Feel the head go up, come to neutral now. I'm going to change the direction, tucking the chin, pushing the head back slightly, dropping the chin to the chest, and then sinking down the front. Press on the feet, coming straight up. And back. And down. Touch in. Drop down. Feel the feet on the floor. Press very lightly. Like bouncing a ball on the end of your nose. Number 2, and this one, number 3. This one tucking the chin and coming down. Pressing the feet, coming up. Back. Antenna up. Separating the hands. Bringing hands round to prayer. Interlinking the fingers. Stretch and lean. It's either you're stretching, you want to make the heel or the hand push straight, change and turn. As you come to the center, the hands come to the top. Stretch, turn, drop the elbow, drop the hands almost to the top of the head. And 2, stretch. And change and turn. And stretch. And turn. And number 3, stretch. Opening the side of your body up. Turning. And one more, stretch. And push. Keep the push as you turn your body. And then all the way up. That's it, good. Stretching forwards, use your hips. Let the body hang briefly for a few seconds. Okay, now inhale. And exhale. You're about to dive into a swimming pool. Open and stretch forwards. And exhale. Coming out of the stretch, open and stretching forwards. And exhale. Turning to one side. Usually the left side, but if you're mirroring me, it doesn't really matter. Inhale. Touch the knee. Exhale, release. Stretching, so lengthening through the spine, always lengthening through the spine to try and get the stretch a little bit more. Come out of the stretch, stretching, number 3. Coming out of the stretch. Changing to the opposite side, just 45 degrees. Stretching, number 1, touch the knee. Come out of the stretch, stretching further. And release. And one more. Stretch. And release. Good. Bringing the hands round. Here, holding onto the thighs. Here, be very careful as you lengthen from the feet to the antenna and over and pull inwards. And then release. And then we come down a little bit more. So already stretching forwards like an arrow. Pull inwards, inhale. Exhale, release. And the last one, behind the knees. Pull in. And just release the hands. Press on the feet for long chin. Stretching up and down. And then lengthen through the spine. Stretching out, up, and down, and stretch. 3, stretch. 4, and stretch. So here my tailbone is going back, my body is going back as my hands are going forwards. 5. Very good for your back and your spine. 6. And lift. Feet, knee, hips, shoulders, antenna up. Connecting to the heavenly energy. Come down. Through the head, through the neck, through the torso. Without touching the body. Through the hips, thighs, knees, to the feet. Stand. Just standing. Feet, knees, hips, shoulder, antenna up. Gently stretching the fascia through the body. Again, you can pause and hold this position for as long as you like. Should be a gap underneath the armpits, arms not touching the body at all. Fingers open, so if I turn my hands, you see my fingers are like not touching each other. Always open. Promotes good energy flow through the meridians. The lung, large intestine, pericardium, Sanjiao, heart and small intestine. Okay, and then we get to our stretching out. Really need to see my legs, so I'll just come a little bit closer. Have the hands slightly in front of your body, just slightly. You don't want your arms behind you, so have them slightly in front. Seat the wrists a little bit. So just seat the wrists, move back to the center. Okay, then we squeeze the shoulder blades together. And now we relax the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, relax the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, relax the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, relax the chest. Awkward movement in the beginning. You might just get the squeeze, but not the relaxation in the chest. So the chest kind of hollows a little bit. And this is just trial and error and just practice. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now there's a move where we go a little bit faster, but we won't do that today. Just hold out, feet, knee, hip, shoulder, mind just above the head. Stretching softly from the inside, lengthening from the inside. Once we start to do this exercise properly, this will take us about 45 minutes to complete the whole thing. Okay, bringing the hands around. Hold your ball. That's it, so holding the ball. Expanding the energy field. Compressing the energy field. 2, 3. Expand the energy field, compress the energy field. 5. and 6. Okay, now rolling the ball forwards. Try and soften your body so that the movement is coming from the feet, from the hips, from the waist. Soft and gentle, like the wheels or the tracks running around the wheels in an old-fashioned steam train. As you build up momentum, just keep going slow. Again, I'll just show you a sideways view of this movement. Coming from the body. Imagine this is turning the dantian as well. Moving and turning the dantian. Okay, now we begin to expand the energy. Expanding it infinitely through your energy field, your Wei Qi field, through expansion, filling the room, then the earth, then the sky, then the heavens, and now this infinite expansion, using the mind to connect outwards, away from your body, away from this planet, expanding into the universal Qi field, embracing all feeling, experience, and sensation. Embracing healing, wisdom, knowledge. Embracing the building blocks of the universe, heavenly energy, earth energy, the energy of the sun, the moon, the stars, the planets. And then changing the direction, we start to bring that energy back. Bringing the energy back. Like your hands rolling around the ball. This ball becoming more powerful as you bring that energy back from infinite space, from the heavens, from the planets, from the sky, from the mountains, from the trees, back onto the earth. Bring back that earth energy, wisdom, knowledge, healing for yourself, others, and the planet. Bring back everything that you need for yourself for this day. You want to condense through the energy field, Wei Qi field, physical body. As you bring the hands to a close, imagine that you're holding a ball of energy. And now you want to use your intention to shrink it down into the size of a pearl. As you condense that energy into the size of the pearl, you bring it into your lower abdomen, your dantian, and rest the hands. Feet, knee, hip, shoulder, and turn up. And then we come into this stillness, focusing on the very center of your body. As you bring that energy into your dantian. Breathing 6 to 9 inhalations and exhalations. And again, here would be a good time to pause. Hold this position for as long as you like. When we close our eyes, we go inside. This is good for meditation. This is good for conserving energy. Notice when you're standing, where in your body is tight, and just soften. And just soften the shoulders, soften the arms, soften the abdomen. The abdomen should never be tight. It should be very soft and flowing like water. All the way down to your feet should feel soft and flowing like water. Then you can start to connect to the counter-gravity force. Okay, good. Hands come down. Slightly widen. Okay. Feeling just past the tips of your fingers. And then in, soften, bring the energy back. 2, just past the tips of the fingers and back down. 3. 4. 5. 6. Okay, now just changing the exercise slightly. As we bring the hands up, focus on the heel, then to the tailbone, then to the center of the back, and then to just the base of the neck, and then to the top of the head. From the top of the head, we come down the front of the body, down past the knees, past the feet, deep into the ground. You reach up and you pull with your mind through the heels, tailbone, center of your back, base of your neck, up to the top of your head, back down the front, sinking down the front. Pull from the ground, up your legs, all the way to the top of the head, all the way back down again. Good. Okay, and then just standing. Feet, knees, hips, shoulder, antenna. Just press on the feet a little bit, straighten the knees a little bit until you start to feel it in your hands. So notice where it changes for you, the energy. You just notice where it's stuck and where it's not. Good, okay. Right hand, left hand. We finished there, well done everyone. So no class tonight, but 2 classes tomorrow. 10:30 morning class and a 7:15 evening class. I hope you enjoyed the session. I hope you're gaining lots of benefit from practicing the awakening vitality. Okay, good. And then bring your feet together. Okay. Small bow. I will now unmute you. I've got 9 left. Hello.
Thanks, Darren. Good
Thank you,
stuff.
Darren.
Thank you very